Hey guys, happy Tuesday morning to you. I've been trying to go live here for a few minutes and Facebook's been just slightly wonky, so I apologize if you just tried to get on the last live stream and it was stuck. So welcome to Tuesday. I'm about to do a Facebook Live that I could not believe how many of you requested last night, that you need help getting your first 1,000 followers on Facebook, and then how do you grow your Facebook page from there. Most of you probably know me because you're here on my live stream. But if you don't, my name is Jennifer Allwood. I teach women how to create a beautiful home and build their creative business. Hi, Jen. Hi, Kathy. I just hit 300,000 Facebook followers in the last couple of months. My page got verified, and I teach in my inner circle how to use Facebook strategically, to build your business. And so bless you guys for coming on. Hi, Lauren. So I want you to get out a pen and a paper because note takers are history makers, as my friend Nicole Walters says. And I'm drinking all the things, by the way, but I'm going to give you a long list of things to do on your page. Okay, so I'm drinking a greens drink because Christmas. Scotcheroos. I'm eating my feelings. I'm also drinking coffee because I haven't had enough yet, and lemon water. So you're going to see me like triple fisting things over here. If it was after dinner, I'd do a glass of Pinot Noir with you as well. But hey, PM, hey, Beth, I'm going to help. Okay, here's the deal. I want you to write down some of the things I'm going to tell you to do on your Facebook page if you need help, and some of the things to not do on your Facebook page. Okay, Rebecca, I'm so glad you're going to be joining the Inner Circle today. It is uploading an hour training from me right now about how to set goals, or not set goals, but how to plan your business around your life for next year. Because here's the deal, and then we're going to start talking about Facebook. Too many people are letting their business run their life. Okay, you're a small business owner. You started your business because you love being an entrepreneur and you're super passionate about something, but instead of you running your business, that business is running you, and we've got to take that back, especially as women. Okay, business is not our first priority, and so when the business is running our life, we're letting other things slide. And I have always said, who cares if I turn out to be some amazing painter if I've lost my family and my kids in the process? And so I'm talking about goal setting in terms of making sure that your business fits your life. All right, with that being said, we're going to talk about Facebook. Okay, let me just say, to preface this by saying, Facebook's not dead. Facebook's the best thing that's ever happened to my business. You can rock your Facebook if you will do some of the things here that I'm going to talk to you about. Okay, to get your first 1,000 followers is not that hard. And if it's been a challenge for you, it's because you're doing it wrong. So I'm going to tell you how to do it right here. Okay, so number one, I've got 6 things to do and 5 things not to do. So here's your list of things to do on your Facebook page. Thanks, Kathy. Number 1, ask your friends and family to follow your Facebook page, but don't be pissed or insulted if they don't. Listen, they're not your ideal client anyway, okay? So I'll have people who message me and they're like, Jennifer, I've got 600 personal friends and only 300 are following my business. And I'm like, because they like you for you, not your business. I am guilty, and I'd like for you to tell me if you agree. I'll be going through my phone at night and I just want to see people's puppies and babies. Let's be honest. I just want to see puppies and babies. And people are posting about their business on their personal page, and I hide them because I'm like, I didn't come here to follow you for your leggings. And so just know that if your friends and family don't follow you, it's okay. Grace to them. Hey, thank you guys for sharing this. I appreciate you so much. So don't get all, trying to keep my words really good, in a little hoo-ha over the fact that your friends and family aren't following you. They're probably not your clients, number 1. You're focusing on the wrong thing, number 2. You shouldn't be paying that close of attention to what they're following and if they're following you or not, because if you're paying that close attention to stuff that doesn't matter, you're not paying attention to the big stuff that does matter, that'll actually grow your business. Okay, I can tell you that I don't think one of my closest friends follows my business page. That's okay. She don't care about decorating. She don't need no encouragement. She's not a business owner. Grace. Cindy Manley, thank you. Look at that. You've over tripled your Facebook followers since being in my group. I'm so happy for you. So ask your friends and family. You can request them to like your page, but don't get pissed when they don't. They are not your ideal client. Right, Trisha? That will preach. When you're watching that closely, your numbers go up and down. First of all, it'll make you crazy and you're going to want to drink, okay? And second of all, you're taking your eyes off your mission, which is serving the people already following you. Because when you serve the people already following you, they will share your stuff with other people. And that's how you quickly grow from 1,000 followers to where you want to go. Okay, so number 1, ask your friends and family. Don't be pissed if they don't follow you. Number 2, you've got to be posting 4 times a day. Now listen, you're going to probably say, I can't come up with 4 things a day. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, especially those of you who are creatives here on this Facebook Live. How many of you are creative people? You consider yourself creative, okay? So when God was handing out brain cells, he didn't just give Brenda, I don't even know what Brenda does, but he didn't, oh, what a great last name, Hotchkiss. I want the last name Hotchkiss. That's cool. So he didn't just say, hey, Brenda, I'm going to give you the ability to sew or cook or rearrange furniture, but that's it. That's where your creativity stops, Brenda. I'm giving you no more creativeness. No. You have the creative ability to come up with ideas of things to put on your Facebook page. Your hesitation is that you think you're irritating people. You're not. Facebook's only showing your stuff to like 10% of your audience anyway. Your hesitation is that you're afraid to sell on your Facebook page. Well, you're going to have to sell or you're going to starve. Okay, you're going to starve. Your hesitation is you don't know how to word it. I'm going to talk about this down at the end, but you word it like you're texting your best friend. That's how you word things on your Facebook page. So when you say to me, I don't know what to post 4 times a day, that's bah humbug. That's BS. You can come up with 4 things a day. Trust me. Your creative mind is firing at the speed of light. Right? Jimmy? Your creative mind is at the speed of light. A lot of the time, you don't know what to post because you assume that everybody following your page already knows exactly what you do. So there'll be times, you guys, that I'm just wandering through Home Depot and I'm like, you know what? These are my favorite rollers. Let me take a picture of my roller and upload it to my Facebook page. Hey guys, these are my favorite rollers. Crazy pants on the communication back, on the chatter back. People don't know what you know. So take a step back from your business, and just because you know everything about how to make earrings doesn't mean other people know how to make earrings. So start teaching the basics. You can come up with 4 things a day. You can. All right? So posting 4 times a day, no arguing. We did a $300 competition, if you will, in my inner circle last month, which was super fun, where I challenged them to post 4 times a day and go live on their Facebook page twice a week and to see what happened to their numbers. And it was insane, you guys. It was insane. Facebook wants to see that you're consistent. When you're consistent with 4 posts a day, Facebook's algorithm goes, oh, okay, Brenda, this is a legit business. Brenda's actually got a legit business. She's showing up every day. She's posting 4 times a day. We'll start showing her stuff to more people and to more people and to more people. Brenda, there are people posting 24 times a day on their Facebook page. 4 is the minimum you can do. So when I do Facebook page critiques, which I also do in my coaching group, like I'm doing them next week, there'll be times when people say, why do I not have any engagement? Why are my followers stuck? And I'll go look at their page and I'll be like, baby girl, here, let me put on my new glasses for this demonstration. The glasses that are making me feel drunk. Baby girl, you haven't posted in 5 days. Well, I don't know what to post. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You follow 100 pages. What are they posting about? What kinds of fun things are you texting your best friend? That's what you post about. Okay, so 4 times a day at a minimum. That was point number 2. Point number 3, you need to be doing 2 Facebook Lives a week. Kari Caldwell from Kari Caldwell Studios. She did my contest last month. She grew 400 people by posting 4 times a day. It works. Okay, so 2 Facebook Lives a week. How many of you guys have not gone live on your Facebook page yet? Sharing counts, Brenda. Sharing counts. And yes, Sharon, you only go live from your business page. How many of you have not done a Facebook Live yet? I need you to understand how Facebook works, okay? And as long as you treat Facebook like a jealous boyfriend, Facebook will reward you in spades. Michelle, I love you, but being scared is not a good enough reason. If I'm going to tell you, Michelle, that the one thing that will change your Facebook page if you'll do it, the one thing that will change it is going live on Facebook. And that if you'll go live on Facebook, you can show people how they too can buy a nice green smoothie, or they too can buy this fun new phone case, or how they too can get used to their brand new glasses. And eventually when you go live on Facebook and talk about something to sell, and they'll actually buy it from you. Like if I don't understand why people think that fear is an okay excuse not to. You being scared is irrelevant. You have to do it anyway. It's like paying your taxes, right? You just have to. You may not like the process. You may not enjoy it. You may wish that the way our government did taxes was different. You may whatever, but it just has to be done. I'm telling you, if you want to see business growth on your Facebook page, you have to go live. You have to. I love you, but I'm telling you the truth. Allison, have somebody else, if you're being trolled on your Facebook Live, number one, consider that a compliment. They only do that on Facebook Lives that are getting a lot of people. We have 550 people on here right now. I could very well have trolls begin to show up. And if so, I should have had my assistant, and you could have somebody who is, what's the word? My menopause brain's going to kick in. On your Facebook page, you should all have a second person that has access to your page who can comment as you and who can be deleting people as you're going live, okay? Ignore the trolls though. I'm telling you, if you will build your Facebook page like I'm teaching you to, your audience will take care of the trolls for you. They will behave like junkyard dogs on your behalf and go to bat for you. And so you just keep talking and ignore the comments as they're coming up. I love that saying, don't get into a wrestling match with a pig because you both get dirty and the pig likes it. And that's what you need to remember about trolls, okay? So when you're engaging them back and talking to them, they love it. Don't do it. Ignore them. You have people you need to serve. So serve the 99 and ignore the one idiot. And I just said that. Yes, Ashley, thank you for the word admin. The word escaped me because of menopause. Okay, so 2 Facebook Lives a week on your page. Cindy Manley is on here. Cindy is an artist. Cindy was freaking out, crazy excited about how much engagement and reach she got on her first couple of Facebook Lives. More than the number of people who follow her page. People want to be entertained. Not everybody loves television. And people will sit and they will lay next to their spouse in bed while he's sleeping and watch a Facebook Live video every day of the week. Somebody said, what is a troll? Trolls are people that come onto your Facebook, and they're not like, what do I want to say? Well, let me give you what's happened to me. Men with names I can't pronounce who just say weird, inappropriate, gross, vulgar things. And they're just there, there's a group of them, to mess you up and to wreak havoc on your page, and just don't let them do that. So just have somebody delete as they're going. Okay, so number 3 was you have to do 2 Facebook Lives a week. It's a non-negotiable. If you don't want your face being shown, that's fine. Turn the camera towards whatever you're painting. Turn the camera towards whatever you're making. Turn the camera towards whatever you're cooking. You can talk on a phone. You do it every single day with your BFF, with your mom, right? So you can talk. The shift comes in your mind when you start to think, okay, I know how to do some stuff. I know how to paint a little. I know how to decorate a little. I know how to do business. I know how to grow a Facebook page. My responsibility is to serve my audience. And when you focus on serving your audience, you will no longer be worried about, well, what do I say? Well, what do they need? What do they need? And so if you're going to go live on Facebook, I have a whole list. I put the link up at the top of 60 things you could go live on Facebook about today. And it's a free resource. So if you go put in your email, we'll send it to you yet today. Okay. So here, I'll put it down here in the comments as well. And that'll just start triggering some ideas for you of what you could go live about. I can tell you that I have had 4 of my Facebook Live videos go viral to over 1 million people. And one of them was getting my nails done. One of them was spray painting mums. I mean, come on now. Come on now. And so it's never the thing that you think that's going to go viral. And so that goes viral. For your eyes only. Should the content of your post only be business related? Absolutely not. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. Anyone that coaches with me knows that I'm going to preach this all day long. So when you're hiding behind your Facebook page and nobody knows who actually is the owner of For Your Eyes Only, they don't know that you have a family. They don't know what the inside of your studio looks like. They don't know anything about you. When you go to sell something, it just feels cold. It just feels cold. Does that make sense? And so whoever just put their email address in here, you actually have to go to that link and put your email address in. But so yes, your content needs to be a mixture of serving, building relationship, and now I'm going to sell you. So, okay, so 2 Facebook Live videos every single week, all right? Point number 4, I want you to look at your insights. Somebody just asked, is there a best time to post? It's you, the Farmhouse Gypsy. What a great name, by the way. Look at your Facebook insights for your business page. If you've never done that, it's interesting. It will show you things like what day of the week is hottest on your Facebook page, what times a day people engage most. Go down to the bottom, arrange your posts and arrange them by reach and see what kind of posts did most people respond to that I was doing. Because you have to balance what I feel like posting and what people actually want to see from me. Sometimes the two of those are different, you guys. You'll think that your audience is wanting you to cook on Facebook Lives, and what they're actually wanting you to do is just give them recipes. Those are the things that are going viral. You think that they want to actually see you painting something, and what they really want, what actually will go further from on my page than a post about painting, is a post about life, my faith, my family. Arrange things by insights, and you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked at what actually your audience wants from you. Give them what they want. Balance that with what you're really good at and what you want to give them. Okay? Number 5, be different for the love of all things. Listen, and don't be a copycat to somebody else that you're seeing doing well on Facebook, and you try to talk like them, look like them, behave like them, post like them, whatever. Okay? Don't do that, because that can only go on for so long. What ends up happening on a Facebook page is eventually, if you go live long enough, the real you starts to seep out. Okay, so the real me was me and Mr. Magic Sunday night, starting off talking about Stitch Fix clothing and ending up talking about how he never went back and had his vasectomy checked on. If you try to put on your professional hat on your Facebook page, I'm telling you guys, it's just gonna fall flat for your audience, because it doesn't feel authentic. Have you guys ever been? To like, oh, maybe where you were listening to a speaker, maybe an event where there were speakers or a church guest, or and you just could tell they weren't comfortable in their own skin, and it feels uncomfortable for you in the audience, and it feels uncomfortable for them up there on the stage. And it's like when the jokes aren't funny and you feel bad, right? Okay, that's what happens when you're on your Facebook page and you're trying to be somebody you're not. Just be you 100% of the time. Then it's no effort. Tammy says that that my Facebook Live was hilarious talking about the vasectomies. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know, I had to censor my husband, Tammy, because you know he wants to go sideways on oversharing information. The Farmhouse Gypsy. I have a conference call yet today with my book publisher. So there you go. Or getting my book published. She's helping me getting it published. So it's coming, honey. It's coming. And you're going to love it. You know what we ended up doing? We ended up chucking the first book, and we're writing a totally different, separate one. And so that's why it's taking a little bit longer than what I would have liked for it to. So number 5 was be different. If you are a little bit snarky, be snarky. You know what you're going to attract? Like-minded individuals. If you're a person of faith, share your faith. You know what you're going to attract? Other like-minded individuals. Okay? But thinking that we can separate business me and personal me is ridiculous, because when you are a business owner, they are intersecting and crossing over and melding together into this mess of your life all the time. Why do I have no comments all of a sudden? Oh, there they go. Okay. And so don't try to just keep it all businessy. Nobody wants business all the time. It's what I call barfing up business posts on your Facebook page. Quit barfing up sales posts all the time. okay? People don't want that. We live in a world where we are over-connected on these things. We're so over-connected and lonelier than ever. Lonelier than ever. And it's because people are craving relationship. The biggest compliment you can get on your Facebook page is when you meet somebody in real life and they will say to you, I feel like I already know you. And then you'll know that you've done your job. Those are the people that are going to become your customers and your clients, I guarantee you. Okay, so be different. Be you on your page. And number 6, things I want you to do to build your Facebook page to your first 1,000 followers. When you're posting, type it out like you're texting your best friend. Okay, you don't have to put on your professional hat. You don't have to put on your I'm so smart hat. You don't have to put on your make sure you have the correct grammar hat. What you need to do is you need to word it like you're texting your best friend. So what I would text my best friend Laura is, girlfriend, have you seen this picture on Pinterest yet? Lord have mercy, I need that. That's how I'd post it on Facebook. Instead of, check out this amazing bedroom and bathroom vanity with quartz countertops designed by yada, yada, yada. Type it out like you're typing your best friend. Girl, did you see that? I need that. I need that in my life. I'm telling my husband he needs to get a raise because I want that bathroom. Does that make sense? People will relate to that. They don't relate to the business side of you, to the one that isn't 100% authentic, that you think that you need to do to make money, and that is not true. I have built my business on the fact that I've been accused of being a hot mess, and I have taken that to the bank. Okay? So just be you. It's so much easier than pretending. All right. Things not to do on your Facebook page. Write these down, okay? Write these down. Number 1, don't obsess over the numbers. So if you're watching when you're under 1,000 followers, it's easy to see, oh, I went from 670 down to 669 and get freaked out by that. Don't watch your stuff that closely. What I want you to watch instead is an engagement. Are people talking back to you? Are you hitting a nerve? Are they being like, me too, girlfriend? Is that sort of thing happening? Okay, because there's nothing worse than when I look at people's Facebook pages and I see that they have 200,000 followers and 0 comments on a post. What? Nobody's talking back. No. And so don't obsess over the wrong numbers, which is the number of likes you have. Whatever you do, for the love of everything holy, do not look at the number of people that unfollow your page. Listen, when people unfollow your page, you need to be like, yes, got rid of dead baggage. Yes, got rid of people that ain't ever going to be my clients. Yes, you can be the sweetest peach in the world and not everybody's going to like peaches. Be gone. When people unfollow you, yes, because they were not for you. If you think that you can have any sort of a platform on social media and that everybody's going to love you, let me tell you something. You're not doing something right if everybody's loving you. You're not putting enough of yourself out into the world. You're afraid of this much criticism. I'm going to tell you what social media and having 300,000 Facebook followers will do. It will make you grow thicker skin. You don't worry about converting likes into followers. Who asked me that? Terry, you're focusing on the wrong thing. Focus on content. Focus on content. I don't know how many followers I have today. I don't know how many likes I have today. My job today is to serving the heck out of the 632 of you that are here on this page. That's my job. My job is to serve. Those other numbers are ridiculous to me. I don't care. I don't care. And so don't obsess over the wrong numbers. Obsess over serving the ones you have. The Bible even talks about being faithful with the little, because when you're faithful as heck with those 600 Facebook followers you still have, then you can easily turn that into 6,000 and 60,000 and 600,000. Okay? But when you're nervous and not wanting to serve and worried about the wrong things with the 600, it's going to be harder to grow your page. Cindy asked, what's the difference between likes and followers? Okay. So Cindy, you know how on your personal page, not that Cindy would ever do this, but I know Cindy and she does this And I do too. You know how on your personal page, you have people that you're still friends with, but you've unfollowed them. So you don't see their crap. You don't see their BS. That's what the difference between likes and followers are. Followers are people who have clicked follow on your page, but they ain't liking it. They don't want you to see that they've liked it. They're following along. They're spying on you, girl. It's like that. I don't worry about any of those numbers. None of them. Those are of no concern to me. This much. And I mean that with everything in me. And don't ever look at the people that are unfollowing your page. You don't need to know that. You need to be focused on the people who are still following you. So on occasion, I'll have somebody that'll message me or send me an email, or maybe in response to a podcast, they'll send me an email and they'll say, you know, I had this one review that just crushed me, or this one client that was so upset and it's discouraged me so much, or one hateful email, or one horrible comment on social media. And my response to them is, you have 99 people who love you. Why are you focusing on the knucklehead that doesn't? You're focusing on the wrong thing. The enemy of our souls will try to distract you every single day of the week by the one knucklehead who what they're saying isn't true anyway. That's a half-truth. That's a blatant lie. That's ridiculousness. That's their perception. That's idiocy. That's BS. That's whatever. And you're getting distracted by that. No. I want you to focus on the 99 who are for you. The Bible says that are more are for you than are against you. But if you're going to listen to this chatter over here when you've got 800 people following your page, and you're going to have 10 times that when you've got 8,000, right? It's just a numbers game at that point. You cannot give voice to that idiot over there. You just can't, because it will break you. I know that saying sticks and stones, may break my bones, words will never hurt me. That's BS. Words are hurtful. Words are hurtful, okay? But here's what I do. I get a bad comment, and this is what I filter it through. Okay, Lord, is there any truth to what they just said? Am I that way? Is that true about me? Do I need to look at this from a different angle? And if so, okay, then I need to make right of it. I have private messaged people who have left negative comments on my Facebook page before and apologized to them because God told me to. And there's other times when God's like, that ain't true. And then I'm like, exactly. Next. So there you go. Okay. Number 3, don't do this on your Facebook page. Are you ready? Don't just keep barfing up sales posts all day long. Unless that's all you have, not all you have, but if you have a brick and mortar and or a boutique or something and you're just wanting to sell all day long, then that's fine. But I'm telling you, what would be really helpful is if you'd put in a post of encouragement, if you'd put in a meme of something funny, if you'd share something that's funny or encouraging, that would help so much. That would help so much. Michelle, exactly. You have to remember, hurting people hurt people, and it is easy as heck for somebody to sit there and type out a comment and hit send, and they will say to you on social media things they would never say to your face. Hey, thank you guys for sharing this. I appreciate you. And for some of you, you're going to want to listen to this later. If you'll share it right now to your own personal profile, then you'll have it there and you can go back and listen. Because no sooner than we do this Facebook Live right now, some of you will get somebody with a less than lovely comment on your Facebook page in the next 48 hours. And you've got to be able to just do your best to make it right if you wronged someone and move on. Getting stuck on that sort of thing is going to keep your business stuck for a very, very long time. Janelle, I know you can get 100 great comments and you remember the bad one. You have to condition yourself to look at that bad comment, and sometimes we need to give people grace. They may have been having a horrible day. They may have, whatever. There was a lady that commented on my Facebook page a while back about how my hair was too white. And that I shouldn't be doing my hair this color. And, it was like, I laugh at it now because I've gotten used to this sort of thing enough. You just have to. It comes with the territory. But I literally commented back and I said, from the woman whose profile picture is Jesus is the reason from the season. I'm just saying. And she apologized profusely. And I looked in the mirror and thought, maybe it is. And guess what? I don't care. I love it. Okay, so number 3 was don't just barf up sales posts all day long. If people wanted to be sold to all day long, they'd go to Amazon. You don't sell people all day long. Read the book from Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. Disclaimer, F-bombs, okay? Disclaimer, Gary V is brilliant, but you just gotta pray for his language, all right? But his book is called Jab, 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 Right Hook. So here's what he says. Give, this way. Give, right hook with a sale, okay? So you're gonna give on your Facebook page and right hook them with a sale at some point. Some of you are not making any money because you're forgetting the sale part. You're forgetting the sale part. So you're giving, and you're not wanting to add a sales post into your Facebook page because you hear crickets. Well, you still have to eat, so you're still gonna have to put sales stuff up there. Maybe you're wording it wrong. Maybe the way your graphic is bad. Maybe you're wording it like you're putting on your business hat again. You need to word that sales post still like you're texting your BFF. Still like that, okay? Number 4, don't do this on your Facebook page. In my coaching groups, I talk all the time to women, and I think we have 4 men now. 4. Yeah, I did go there, Ava Bella. On occasion, I want to be snarky right back. And the majority of the time, God controls my fingers, but sometimes I'm like, oh no, they didn't. Oh no, they didn't. And I got to say something back. And sometimes I think that that's appropriate. Sometimes people have never sometimes people have never been told, you can't treat people like that on the line. So every once in a while, God will be like, go ahead, respond. And I'll be like, thank you, boom, boom, boom. Not very often, but on occasion, I'm, I think that that's okay. Sometimes people will behave like terrible toddlers on social media because nobody's ever told them, you can't do that. Or you can do that, but guess what? There's a real person on the other side of this page. That's not appropriate. You're being banned and deleted. There you go. Okay. Number 3, don't do this. Don't outsource your voice on social media. In my inner circle, I talk to them about outsourcing as much as you possibly can. If you have a creative business where you're shipping stuff, let me tell you something. The best use of your time is not driving to the store and putting stamps on things and filling out addresses and putting things in boxes and getting it out the door. That is a poverty mindset that will keep your business stuck beyond belief. The best use of your time, if you're painting furniture, is not you prepping the piece. It's not you priming the piece. It's not you filling holes on the piece. It's not you sanding the piece. It's not you going to pick up the piece. That is not the best use of your time. You're a creative. The best use of your time is doing the creative thing. Anybody can be trained to prime. And if you think that that is not the truth, you are mistaken. And now we're dealing with pride. And now you're dealing with pride. For those of you who think you have to do every single thing in your business, you are going to keep it small every single day of the week. Oprah, JoJo are not the ones shipping things for their business. If you're looking at, making enough money every month to put your kiddo, let's say, in soccer lessons or in private school, or you're looking every month just to be able to make the car payment, to take the heat off of your husband for all the pressure of the finances in the home, then that's fine. That's one thing. If you're looking to grow a dynasty here, if you're looking to have a legit 6 and 7 figure business online, if you're looking to actually change the trajectory of your family financially, you got to do it different, girlfriend. And that means you're not sitting down priming that piece of furniture. That is not the best use of your time. When you could be online figuring out, taking a class on how to grow your Instagram story so that you can sell that piece of painted furniture like the turquoise iris, Dion Woods, and ship it to Italy or something. That happens. Jackie, you're my favorite person on the internet. Thank you. And so look at your business, you guys, for the best use of your time and quit doing the crap that you really don't have to do. You've just convinced yourself that nobody can do it as well as you, and that is pride. I have built my business on hiring, so that I could focus on the stuff that I'm good at and let somebody else do all the rest of it. What a blessing we small business owners are when we employ other people. When you have somebody, I have 3 VAs right now. 3, helping me with VA things, plus a full-time Miss Vicky, angel of an assistant, plus a web person, plus an entrepreneur person. I mean, at this point, I have a crew of 6 or 7 people that I employ. So I'm helping them with their finances, with their businesses, supporting other small business owners. You want to keep all that little stuff right here thinking you got to do it all, and that's going to keep your business small. So what I want you to focus on is the stuff only you have to do, but do not outsource your voice on social media. Here's why. A VA, Mary, is a virtual assistant. Those are people that work for you on an hourly basis to do things online for you that most of the time you never meet in real life. And but they do things like schedule posts for you, help you write blog posts, help you edit your blog posts. What do my VAs do for me? I have a long list of things. Set up my calendar, do community management in my paint finish of the month group. One of my VAs, her job is I tell her who I want to coach in my paint finish of the month group. She reaches out to them. She gets their graphics. She gets their pictures. She gets their history and their bio. That's not the best use of my time. That is not the best use of my time. This month in my Paint Finish of the Month group, we have Sweet Pickens. Do you guys know who Sasha is? She's the girl that takes napkins and adheres napkins onto furniture and then paints the rest of the piece of furniture. She's a genius with napkins, okay? So the best use of my time is me reaching out to Sasha and being like, girlfriend, you know that I'm an addict with your paint finishes. Would you come into Paint Finish of the Month and teach people how to do what you do? And for her to be like, absolutely. And for me to say, okay, awesome. My VA is going to be reaching out to you to get everything we need. And then I pass it over to my VA, who then contacts Sasha to get her headshot, to get her bio, to tell her how we need her to upload the video, to get everything that we need for the group. That's not the best use of my time. You don't have to have your hand in every area of your business, but you better have your hand in your voice, because here's what happens. I'll be going through somebody's social media. I'm just scrolling through Facebook, and I can tell that they have a VA posting every single one of their posts. And they wonder why they have 0 engagement, because it's not their voice, because I don't know them. And nobody else does either. Everybody's looking at their stuff going, no engagement there, no relationship there. Felicia, I'd love to come speak the gospel to your group. Absolutely, girl. Get on my calendar. I'm doing that for another group later this week. And so don't outsource your voice. Outsource a lot of things, but don't outsource you sitting down to your Facebook and you typing it out. How long does it take you guys to type a comment into my Facebook feed right now? 20 seconds? How long does it take for you guys to put a post on your personal Facebook page? Maybe 2 minutes, because you want to edit the picture, because you want to get that one picture where you have the angle where you don't have the double chin. And then you want to bump up the color just slightly and maybe add a little bit of a filter. And then you word it and then you think that would probably offend my brother-in-law. So let me back out and reword that another way. Okay, so maybe it takes you 2 to 3 minutes. Thank you, Jerry Fortner. Thank you for that positive comment. 2 to 3 minutes. If you don't have 2 to 3 minutes 4 times a day for your business Facebook page, we got an issue. We have an issue. Don't outsource your voice. Make that time to make the connection, okay? Number 5, things not to do on your Facebook page. You're going to want to argue with me on that, and that's fine. Come on over. We're going to arm wrestle on this one, okay? We're going to arm wrestle on this one. Don't do contests on your Facebook page. Don't do contests. I'm going to tell you why. You're going to get... Okay, I'm going to try to censor my words. You're going to get like the coupon clippers of the internet. You're going to get like the Walmart people of the interwebs. You're going to get people who are cheap and who just want a deal. So you may be padding your numbers and you got 400 new likes. Yes, on that contest. Let me tell you, half of them are going to drop off when you're done giving away whatever you were giving away. Half of them were just there, and they'll never actually be a buyer because they're only into free things. They're the people that go to home shows and they fill out every single thing for new windows. Get me some new windows in this contest. And they're dropping their name in the fishbowl to get them a new furnace. And they're putting their name in the hat to win, a ski trip to Vail and what have you. You don't want those people on your Facebook page. You don't. Those are not your people. Those are not your people. Absolutely. Trisha, that's different if they come into your store because they're already your clients. But when you're doing it online, you're going to pad your numbers with people that do not matter. Also, I would say 75% of every giveaway I see on Facebook are violating Facebook's terms of service. And if Facebook sees it, there goes their page. There goes the page. I know, J. Lee Designs, thank you for just being really honest, because it is tempting. It is tempting to want to get people, more new people on your page, but it's the wrong type of people. And I would rather you have 1,000 people who are like, they are your true fans. Those are your tribe. They love you. They're going to come to your store. They're going to buy your stuff. They're going to share your things. I'd rather you had 1,000 of that than 10,000 people you got from a contest who are just dead baggage on your page. So I know that hurts, my friends. I'm telling you the truth. I have not grown my page with contests. It's not the legit way to do it. It's just like dieting. There's shortcuts. You can take pills, but there's consequences to that also, okay? And when you do it right, you build your page with the right kind of people. Okay. Last, on your Facebook page, don't try to be like someone else. Totally be you. And we kind of talked about this up above on the things to do. And so let in to your Facebook community who you are, what you stand for. There's a saying, love me or hate me, but there's no money in the middle. When you want to be all things to all people on the internet, you're not going to find your real tribe of people who are going to support your page. When you are fully 100% you on your page in all your weirdness, quirkiness, hate the fact that you have to now wear glasses. I'm in the middle of menopause. My daughter says things that are borderline scary for me to hear. My husband wants to be inappropriate. That's when you build a Facebook page where the people love you and will buy from you. The whole point of us having business Facebook pages is not just for an online party, you guys. Use your Facebook page to put dollars in your bank account. That's why you have a business Facebook page. That's why. I'm so glad, Wendy Lee. Awesome. Candace, if you just go up to Candace wants to know the post again. I had posted my free resource for 60 ideas for you guys to go live about on your Facebook page, and it's in the title of this video. Okay, Valissa says, it's scary to balance home and business. You're scared of having small children sharing your home life for safety. Valissa, if somebody wants to come steal your kids, I know this is going to sound awful, but I'm just telling you the truth. They're going to find a way to steal your kids. There is wisdom that we need to use, and I think that what's okay for one may not be okay for another. I think that we need to use wisdom in terms of everybody doesn't need to know when you go on family vacation and your house is sitting empty. I think that giving out your social security number and kids' birthdays, use wisdom in that area, but don't use that thing because that's the enemy chatting in your ear, keeping your business small. I think that when God gives you a platform, he also gives you a covering. Think of all the people you follow on social media and you know who their kids are. You know my kids. You probably know their names. You probably know that my daughter's favorite TV show, much to my dismay, is The Office. You probably know way too much about our life. And it's okay. It's okay. Because there are times when I've said, Lord, am I to share this? Am I not to share this? There's times when he asks me to share things that I would rather not. Let me tell you the truth, okay? But with a platform, and if you have a business page, you have a platform, comes responsibility. To whom much is given, much will be required. That's biblical. Prepared to shank if need be for the kids. Absolutely right. So, I think that there needs to be wisdom, but there needs to not be fear. Absolutely, Cassie. Have you noticed that the Gaines have been bringing their kids into more of their shows, calling them by name, sharing their life? Well, why do you think? Well, because the Gaines are getting out of the television business, but now they have all these other things. They have all these other things, a paint line, a bakery, their store, their magazine, their real estate company. They're building relationship too, right? You probably know a ton about the Gaines. But using fear as an excuse not to share, most of the time, there isn't enough validity in that. It's you thinking. It's like me not wanting to go on vacation because what if the airplane crashes? Well, the likelihood of that happening is this much compared to all of the airplanes that have landed safely. The likelihood of something bad happening to your children because you share parts of your kids on social media, I can't even think of one story where I know that that's happened. Does that make sense? So, Wendy, I'm glad that you needed this. How else can I help you guys? Yes, there's I see a baby line coming from the Gaines as well. Hey, girlfriend, she paints. Bless you, honey. So, that is what I wanted to share with you. Do you want me to recap real quick for those of you that joined late? Okay, I'm going to recap real quick. The things to do to get your first 1,000 followers on Facebook Live. And thank you again for those of you who shared it. And I appreciate you so much. And thank you. Let me answer these questions real quick. Amy says that you appreciate on my page that I'm not afraid to be real and accessible. Yeah, I put the fun and dysfunctional, baby. I'll never forget the day someone accused me online of being a hot mess. And I thought to myself, because I did then what I do now, Lord, is there truth to that? There is the truth to that. You know what? I'm going to monetize the heck out of that hot mess because I know 100 other women who are hot messes and who are hiding in their mess. And if we would just let our freak flag fly, there's so much power in that when you quit pretending to be anything other than what you are in your business. Tiffany asks, how do you get stuff done in your business when you're not feeling like it? Tiffany, I remember I have kids to feed. I have children that want to go to college. Well, actually, if you're in my inner circle, you're going to hear me kind of start going sideways about college today. So maybe they won't be going to college. But I remember that there's people depending on me. We'll have parents that maybe are going to need to live with us one day. I have a responsibility even when I don't feel like it. One of the best ways to know if you're cut out to be an entrepreneur or not is if you are able to be self-disciplined even when you don't feel like it. And this will show up in other areas of your life. It'll show up in your finances. It'll show up in your health, like how you take care of yourself with exercise and food and that sort of thing. And it shows up in your business. Because if you're disciplined in one area, it'll show up everywhere. If you are willy-nilly and sloppy in one area of your life, it will show up in other areas as well. So discipline is doing what you need to do even when you don't feel like doing it. And that's how I get stuff done even when I'm not feeling it. Now I balance that with sometimes we need downtime and we need rest, babe. And Tiffany, if you're in that season, do that. I took 2 weeks off from you guys from doing Facebook Lives. I took 2 weeks off from pretty much all of my business, from podcasting, everything over Christmas, because I needed to take care of myself and I needed to really be gentle with myself for a little while. And that there's power in that rest. So is it worth it to pay to boost your posts? Yes, Brittany, only if the posts are money makers. So if your post is just a meme that's doing pretty well, who cares? You're paying money just for a vanity matrix is what it's called, for the numbers to be high so that you can pat yourself on the back, and that doesn't put dollars in your bank account. If it's not going to feed your kids, don't put any money on the boost. That's my personal rule of thumb. Okay, hang on, I'm getting to your questions. Okay, hang on here. You're so welcome, Kathy. You shared a post of yourself and your husband laughed out loud. That's funny. You're welcome, Angela. Okay, I'm not going to say your name right. Luisana? As someone who crochets, can all these tips apply to grow your business? Okay, so let me give you some tips. You ready? The next time you're in the Hobbly Lobbly and you're in the crochet aisle, I want you to go live and talk about crochet hooks. Look, I don't know the first thing about crocheting, but I know every time I see one of those huge blankets where the cables are like this thick, I think to myself, why don't I crochet? And so the next time you're in the Hobby Lobby and you're getting yourself some yarn, I want you to talk about different types of yarn, how you pick the colors of the yarn, which hooks are what, how you got started crocheting. I want you to share other people's crochet stuff on your page. Like, you got to expand your thought process beyond just right here, what's in front of you, to the next level. To all things crochet related. And if people like crochet, what else do they probably mostly like? If they like crochet, does that automatically kind of mean they're a knitter? Because if so, share that stuff. Does it also mean that generally they're sewers? Then share that stuff. Don't just be it always about you, right? What about worrying about embarrassing family? Michelle, are you worried about you're going to embarrass your family? Like, there's been times when I've been tempted to share things on social media for Instagram. For instance, let me give you an example. When Ava's hamster died, Oliver, she's like, please don't share this on Instagram. And I'm like, okay, babe, we won't put anything about you burying the hamster at the bottom of our steps right next to the deck with a big pile of dirt and having yourself a little prayer service over dead Oliver and the fact that I think you killed him because you fed him popcorn. I will not put that on social media. I will not. Would have been great content, but I will not do that. So there's that. But if you're thinking about your family embarrasses you, listen, I've got Mr. Magic and Ava that I have to deal with on Facebook Lives, and they're entertaining as heck. They're entertaining as heck. So, okay, I'm going to recap real quick. Ready? Here's your recap for those that joined late. 6 things to make sure you're doing to get to your first 1,000 fans. Ask your friends and family to follow you, but don't get all in a wonky wonk and insulted if they don't, okay? But the majority probably have 400 to 600 people who are your personal Facebook friends anyway. They're not your ideal clients. They're never gonna be, but still invite them to like your page. And then if they don't, so be it. That's totally fine. Number 2, post at least 4 times a day. 4 times a day. I don't want to argue with you about it. If you are in any one of my coaching groups, you see the value of it because I give you challenges and you've watched what's happened to your page. 4 times a day, non-negotiable. Also non-negotiable, 2 Facebook Lives a week. 2 Facebook Lives a week, non-negotiable as well. I don't like how I look on camera. Well, put on some makeup, find yourself a cute baseball hat, figure out how to get some good lighting. These are the types of things we do talk about in my coaching group, and get over it. It's gonna grow your page. And if your page will grow, your business will grow. We're not trying to grow our page just so we feel good about ourselves. We're trying to grow our page so that we have commas and dollar signs in our bank account. Jeannie wants to know if the Facebook Lives can be short. Jeannie, the Facebook Lives need to be 15 minutes minimum to get into the Facebook algorithm. And at 45 minutes, people begin to drop off. So at 45 minutes, you're pretty much done. So, okay, number 3. Number 4, look at your Facebook insights, post more of what people want from you. You may think that they want you to talk about real estate, but what they actually might want you to talk about is staging your home for people to sell or to buy. Look at your insights. See what they love. Number 5, be different than everybody else on the internet. Be you all the time. If you'll just be your true, authentic self, you'll be shocked at how you will attract those same people to you. Angela Cup, go to themagicbrushinc.com/inner circle. Thank you. I will look for you in there, Angela. And number 6, type out all of your social media posts like you're talking to your best friend. Quit putting on your business hat and trying to think you need to sound professional. Everybody gags off that. Nobody wants to tell you, but they're all gagging over it. So, be you. Things not to do. You ready? Here's what not to do. Don't obsess over your numbers. Quit watching your likes go up and down. Quit watching the number of people who are unfollowing you. That kind of crap will make you want to drink. What I want you to focus on instead is I want you to focus on serving the crap out of the people who are already following you. Giving, because then when you go to sell something, they're so much more likely to buy. Thank you, Jerry Fortner. Bless you, girl. Appreciate you. Number 2, don't just barf up sales posts all day long. People will hide your page. They'll leave your page. They ain't going to buy from you when you're selling every single day. So don't make it all about selling constantly. Number 3, don't outsource your voice. Outsource everything else in your business that you possibly can so that you can focus on only the things that you can do. But don't outsource your social media posts. It will, I'm telling you, I can, if you opened up my Facebook right now, I could tell you, she's got a VA, she's got a VA, she's got a VA, she's got a VA. That one, I'm not sure. Sometimes I think she posts some of her stuff, but otherwise she's got a VA. How can you tell? Well, it just sounds like nobody. Does that make sense? Like, it sounds like they just have some random computer person just typing things. Number 4, don't do contests. I know, it's tempting. It's like eating the raw chocolate chip cookie dough full of raw eggs. It's tempting. You want to do the contest because you want to beef up your numbers. I want to eat the cookie dough because I love it. You're going to pay for it later. Don't do it. Teresa, a VA is a virtual assistant. It's somebody you hire to help you with your business that usually you never meet in real life. You pay them by the hour. And I have a ton of VAs and love them. Last thing, don't try to be anybody else but you on social media, because eventually you'll go back to being you anyway. But when you're fully you on your social media, you will attract like-minded people. This is why I don't have a ton of weirdos on my site. I don't get a ton of people who have terrible comments, because like attracts like. Okay? It's like sleep promotes sleep. Remember when you guys had a toddler, and the more your baby slept, the more your baby would sleep, right? Or it's like when Pastor Philip, my pastor, he's talked before about you can, put a whole group of people into a room, and somehow the negative ones will all find each other somehow. And it's kind of creepy. And the really positive ones, they'll all find each other somehow as well. But on social media, you have to be fully you all the time. You will attract what you're putting out there. So if you're encouraging, positive, faith-filled, happy, joyful, real, you're going to attract all of that. So no, the people you get from the contests are not your tribe. They're just not. Oh, Katie, I'm so glad. Katie is here from Katie. It's not Clemente. Katie, why? Why can't I pronounce your name? It's not Clemente. It's not Clemente. Katie Clement. It's like it just will not come off of my lips. I think I need one of those people that come and just help you, like form your lips in the form of a word, because I can't say your last name right. And I've coached you for how long, Katie? We're going to do a conference call, just you and me, Katie, where we practice me saying your last name. But I love you so much. And Katie was one of the people on my last podcast about the what's trending for 2018 in the painting world. So you guys, we have Katie Clemente. Katie Clemente. Okay. Thank you, Katie. We have a ton of the people in my coaching group here, you guys, on this call right now. Look, Damon Oates, who just quit his 6-figure job. I hope you don't care, Damon, that I tell you, because what he's learned how to do online, he has been so successful with it that now the 9 to 5, it just like, there's no time for that crap. I'm telling you, there's a better way of doing business, and it's up to you to figure it out. If you want 2018 to be different than 2017 in your business, you have to do different things. Doing the same thing over and over, thinking you're going to get different results, is the definition of craziness. It's the definition of crazy. So bless you guys. Love you so much. So glad to be here. I'll be live again tomorrow, okay? Debbie, where do you find the trending podcast? Okay. Can we talk about podcasts for just a moment? How many of you have not listened to a podcast ever in your life? Can I ask you? Oh, Melody, I'm so glad. Damon is awesome like that. Thank you, Damon, for sharing my stuff. How many of you have never listened to a podcast? I am shocked by the number of people who are like, I don't really know what it is, so I've never listened to one. Listen, you guys, podcasts it's like talk radio, but on your phone. Okay, think of it that way. It's like talk radio, but it's just on your phone instead of on your radio. All right, so there is a free app on every single phone called the podcast app. So go to your app store, download podcast app. Okay, once you get there, I want you to do a search for The Jennifer Allwood Show. That's me. Should be easy to find. It's a really clever name, by the way. We thought really long and hard about that one. Look for The Jennifer Allwood Show. Hit subscribe. There's one big button, subscribe. And then there are 50 episodes, and all you have to do is touch one and it'll start playing. And so you've got 50 different titles, everything from how to outsource in your business to me interviewing people like the amazing Rachel Hollis, the amazing Sandy Krakowski, the amazing Clint Harp, who was Chip and Joe's, or still is Chip and Joe's woodworker. And there's tons of business podcasts. There's ones on decorating your home. And the very last one was the paint trends for 2018. I interviewed 7 of the most talented painters I know, and we had a great podcast of what's hot and what's not for 2018. Some of you need to know that stuff. You're still painting the same colors you were 2 years ago, wondering why stuff's not selling, because people don't want the same things. Can I tell you a secret? Now's about when everybody starts sharing stuff. Okay, listen, Linda. Farmhouse is not on trend. If you want to be really edgy with your painting and be the first in your area to start doing some different things and the first one putting some new stuff out there, baby, you better be looking at gloss. You better be looking at color. You better be looking at layers. But the really clean white furniture, of course, it's going to always sell to a segment of people, but it's not what's the hottest right now. I'm telling you. So go listen to that podcast, and I'd love your feedback. So, all right, guys. Bless you all. I'm missing stuff, I know, because I'm chatting. Thank you. Thank you for saying that my podcasts are beyond wonderful. I appreciate you. And if you're really feeling froggy, do this. Go and leave me a nice review on iTunes. I looked the other day and we were at 99 reviews, and I'm like, somebody's got to leave me a review. And if you screenshot it to me and send it to me on Instagram, I'll send you a video message back. How's that for a deal? Okay? Bless you guys. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. All right. Bye-bye.